You're now tuned in to the hottest podcast in the world, the Stay Woke Podcast, right here on the SonicBreakdown.com.
Man, it's time to wake up. Get this cake up. Only thing I care about is switching.
Welcome back to another Stay Woke Podcast. This is D-Ray Brinson, and you know the Stay Woke Podcast is presented by the SonicBreakdown.com. Today is going to be another West to East Coast segment with Trav, and we're going to talk about beef and hip-hop. And we all know real beef is, as Big said best, beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. And that's from Whatz Beef, which is off the Life After Death album, which was released in 1997.
What's going on? What's going on? Yes, beef. It's always going to be that hip-hop competition. Beef, two reign at the top. They're going to go head to head, man. That's just how the game goes. That's been going on forever. Since the 80s, it's been going on. So, yeah, that's something that's going to be part of hip-hop, man. You already know. Peace to everybody out there. Trav checking in.
And we're going to focus on, as Trav said, man, beef's been going on forever. But we're going to try to focus on the more recent beefs. And the first beef that we're going to go into is the Drake versus Meek Mill. We both say that this is not a real beef, more a rap beef. Do you know exactly how the beef between Meek Mill and Drake started?
Yeah, I think it was because Meek had a project that was dropping. I want to say it was Dream Chasers Volume 3, the mixtape, and Drake didn't retweet it or something like that.
Yeah, I heard that same thing.
Meek Mill the wrong way. So, to me, it was kind of comical how it started because, you know, we come from an era where other artists from different camps are obligated to promote another artist's project. I mean, especially if they're not A1 like that. I mean, they do it giving them each other props here and there, but, you know, if they didn't, it was all good. You know what I mean? Your camp is the one supposed to be helping you promote your project, but Meek took that the wrong way.
I heard the same thing, that the whole reason for the beef started because Drake didn't retweet or promote, I think it was Rico. And my initial feelings about it was that I look back and Drake really never retweets or kind of promotes any songs that he's on for other artists. To me, the way I saw it was, if Drake deviated from the norm, like he did this for every other artist but Meek Mill's, I can see how you can take some exception to it. But the fact is, he's been like that for all the artists. Why would you think he'd be any different to you, Meek? And second of all, dude, that life goes like that. People are not going to go as hard for things as you are. So I say fuck them and just promote your own shit. That's how I feel. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would have did. I'll make sure my team is the one that's supposed to go down. And I think I got the project wrong. It's actually his second album.
Yeah, the second studio album.
Still in all, even if it was a mixtape or album. No one expecting everybody that got features on their project to retweet it. I mean, people do it. That's something that man, you should have seen what that man was going to do. You don't wait a day or two to see he didn't retweet nothing and then start going in. Like, that's corny. I didn't, if that was the reason, which I'm pretty strongly sure that was the reason, because that's what was talked about. Because it wasn't only him; they even on other people for not tweeting it. But Drake was the one they just kind of like really went hard on. I thought the origin of the beef was kind of whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that was corny.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was definitely whack. I think it was. To me, it was like childish. The other thing, the name of that album was "Dreams Worth More Than Money." That was the album that song was on.
That's what it was. Yeah, not Dream Chaser. My bad. Word up. That was it.
Now that we talked about how it started, do you think Drake should have responded in the manner that he did to Meek's this?
Again, these are artists. Both these guys are both at the top. Yeah, I mean that's the way it goes, man. If somebody calls your name out on the track or goes at you on some kind of platform, man, you gotta respond. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people have that mindset of Hov. You know, Hov doesn't respond to everybody. People going in Hov and Nas' shoes, so they was able to do that because, you know, who they were. They were already 6-7 albums in the game, you know, young legends at the time, so they felt like they didn't have to respond. But these guys, man, they only got 3-4 projects in. Mm-hmm. You got to respond, man. Especially nowadays in hip hop, man. People's attention span is real short when it comes to relevancy. You know what I mean? To the artist.
See, for me, I would say I don't think Drake needed to respond, because Drake was and is at that level where, like, if he didn't respond, nobody's gonna, like, he's not gonna lose fans because he didn't respond. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna lose respect, because I just feel like if he wasn't gonna lose respect in hip hop for that, he would have lost it for the quote unquote or allegedly not writing his own rhymes like things that to me are more egregious in hip hop than not respond. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I don't think he had to respond.
And I think that's why he probably did respond, because that was already out there floating around, and now people were looking at him sideways like, okay, now you're getting dissed, and people is already out there, you're not writing your rhymes. So him, from an artist standpoint, and the MC, that was the cool thing to respond and let cats know, like, look, I write my own shit, and I'm gonna go in on this dude, and I'm gonna let y'all know that, my shit is potent. So then he came back. That's why I think he probably did respond.
Mm.
So rumors was out there, people were starting to come up with proof and all that shit, and now you got Meek Mill coming at you. Meek Mill was, at the time, Meek Mill, I mean, I think he is still, even now, pretty relevant. He's a guy that goes through things and bounces back pretty quick. Yeah, he bounces back pretty quick. He goes to trial to Triple H and come right back. So, he knew what kind of aggressive he was dealing with. He's dealing with somebody that was hungry. You know what I mean? Maybe it was another artist, maybe he was like, all right, I don't gotta respond to this cat. But I think for Meek Mill, it was called to respond. This guy's like a lion when it comes to, him going in and proving a point. So I think he pretty much responded because of the rumors about him not writing his own rhymes, and then he's dealing with Meek Mill. You know what I mean? Dude that's hungry still. So, yeah, he had to respond.
I would say it's pretty obvious that we both think Drake won that battle.
Yeah, he won the battle because he has a fan base,
mm-hmm.
and he's more successful than Meek Mill as a global standpoint.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of it because I like both of them for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that got me a little upset was the first initial diss track from Meek Mill. I expected better from him, especially the whole concept that he had going on. I grew up watching WWE, and my favorite wrestler was The Undertaker. And when you hear that bell, that means somebody about to die. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna get tore up. He used The Undertaker's intro bell, like The Undertaker's beat. I thought this guy was about to slaughter Drake. And then there was some old mediocre type fucking track. And I'm like, yo, you were supposed to rip this dude's head off, man. The Undertaker beat, brother. Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Go in. And he didn't go in for me, like I thought he should for that first initial diss track that he had going at Drake. It was supposed to be the official diss record. And I'm getting all hyped up and shit. I'm hearing the fucking Undertaker bell. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down. And then this dude give us some mediocre shit, and I was just kind of a little upset about that. Drake probably sat there, man. He was focused.
Yeah, he was definitely focused. He was hitting them. He was hitting them back to back, like the back to back freestyle.
Yeah,
He's hitting them.
Man. I mean, took that L, man. I think Meek pretty much at this point he understood that he took that L. The whole hip hop community pretty much knew that he took that L. I mean, people are comparing people's life experiences in real life. They was trying to compare that to give the one up on Meek and all that. I mean,
if you got a down, if something happened, you got meeked. You got Meek Milled.
on the street thing, again, this wasn't no real beef outside in the street shit. It was
exactly.
hip-hop, it was lyrics, it was show your skill shit. But people tend to try to if two artists now are getting into a thing, they try to look at the artist's real life and what they got going on in the streets, opposed to their actual skills on the mic. You know what I mean? And that's not going to weigh out. This is MCing right here. This is head-to-head combat, verbal liquid swords going at each other. You can't think about what dude going to do after he get out the booth and who he going to run with outside and what block he live on and what block this dude live at and all that. Nah, man, that's not going to work. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. That made me think of something else that we'll probably have to address on another podcast or another podcast episode actually is what are the guidelines or what are the rules of rap beef? You know what I'm saying? What is the line that's going too far? Or is there a line?
Me personally, if I was an artist, I'd probably not go far with certain things, but it's been known with battles, man, that it's all the way in, man. Nothing's off limits doing a verbal attack. I wouldn't be trying to dig up because these rap battles, man. I don't know if
they be getting personal.
They're into the URL and all that. These cats, they actually go do their homework on cats.
Yeah,
on some boxing shit. They go look at cats' families and who's on drugs and who got jumped, who got shot and didn't do nothing back, and they go look at the street shit and they go get their reports. And when it's time for battle, these cats, digging up closets, digging up fucking skeletons out of closets you didn't know niggas knew about. And there was that gives them a one up in a battle. So it was no limits, man. You know what I mean? It's like,
for me, I would approach it. I mean, I understand it. It is battle, and it's like war, and you have to have that mentality, and that's fine. But even in war, there's some civilness in war. Like, I don't think you should be talking about nobody's kids, bro. That's just me. Like, nobody's kids.
No,
you know, I'm saying, like, that should be off limit. And to a certain degree, moms, like, people's parents, like, yeah, you can, I mean, there's certain lines you can go, because of course there's always gonna be mama jokes, daddy jokes, whatever, but there's certain,
do that shit growing up.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not saying you can't do that, but there's even lines, remember, like you said, we used to do that growing up too. It's like, but there was always a line where if you said it, everybody around, even if they're, you know, in the gist of having that fun, everybody would be like, oh, yo, bruh, you took it a little too far right there, man. You're like,
I mean, because then again, there's certain words and certain things you can go where it take it off the beef or get extended off the MC shit, and they'll get this real shit.
yeah,
Just digging up real fucked up facts about that person's family and kids and their moms and all parents and shit. That could take it to a level where things can get real. You know what I mean?
exactly.
But you know, for as far as I know, it's no limits to the shit.
I got you.
And that's why some of these beefs get real. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers start talking about people's family members and their kids and shit like that. And then now it's terminated on sight when you see them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now cats going talking to the family. That would make me foul out. Like I would.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel like there should be some parameters so it doesn't get to that point. Exactly. Like, yeah, exactly. If somebody talked about your son, regardless of who they are, you gotta go in. Like, you have no choice. You have no choice. So like, I feel like they need to have some parameters, some unwritten rules or shit. Maybe they need to be written. But let's get back to this.
Maybe they should.
let's get back to this, Drake and Meek, that we both agree that Meek took that L.
He took it. You know.
But I also agree, and I think you agree as well, that he definitely did recover.
Oh, hell yeah. That's why I said one thing about Meek, man. He goes through shit, man, and he bounce back. I mean, I don't like all the music that he does. My most enjoyable Meek tracks are the ones he talk when he going about life.
Yeah.
He kills those tracks.
Yeah, introspective, motivational.
Yeah, man. He goes
exactly.
deep when he gets.
That's a perfect analogy, because when I was listening to the Nuke Meek Mills album, which we'll have a podcast coming out shortly about that, is that I definitely had that feel, that DMX feel, that aggressive, kind of motivational hood shit, but still talking about real life things that even if you're not from the hood but you've been through tough times, you can understand.
Relate.
Yeah, you can relate. You can find some common ground. So I thought that was important. But let's transition to the next beef with Nicki and Remy.
Well, I saw this brewing a long time ago, man.
Yeah, can you break down how this all started? Because I'm still having some issues and some questions about where did this start from?
Well, see, out here, Nicki was on the underground scene for a minute before Remy went to jail. She was out here. It was a DVD called the Come Up DVD. Well, her manager was named Fendi. He's big known out here for the DVDs and the party promo. He's been around since the big days. Put us him hanging out with Biggie and all types of shit. And he had Nicki. He was from Brooklyn, and he used to put Nicki on all these DVDs and shit. And she had her own little style, little Queens chick. Little regular chick you might see on Jamaica Avenue and shit, you know what I mean? You know, she just had that Queens vibe, you know what I mean? She was herself. So then, you know, Remy was making records, and she had caught the charge, and she was doing her thing, and you knew when Remy was coming from. You know her style, straight BX, you know what I mean? Straight BX chick, raw, gutter.
But she can flow though. They both can though.
Yeah, she can flow, man. I remember her first hearing her on Big Pun's second album back in 99.
Yep.
You know, I was like, yo, this chick is a beast. You know what I mean? So she was doing her thing still, and she caught the charge. She was on these DVD circuits as well. That's when French Montana wasn't known as everybody know him now. He was French Montana from Cocaine City DVDs.
Yep. Him and Chinks.
He had on the street too, the Cocaine City joints.
Yep.
And he had Remy on all his shit, and Fendi had Nicki on all his shit. So they both had their DVDs in the street, and Nicki was doing her thing doing her thing and shit, and coming up, and Remy was just still being Remy, just, you know, let niggas get their little shit before she go to jail. After she got locked up, kind of saw the transition from Nicki being what she was, like her regular self on her little queen shit, and then start to flow a little bit more like Remy. And when I saw that, this is like 2006, 2005, I started seeing this shit. And I said, I don't know, man. Now she's starting to go the Remy way and shit. And then I guess when she thought that didn't heat up for like she thought it was, then she started to switch to her little Kim shit and started, the chick had her own style, man. You know what I mean? Then
She's trying to find a style that will hit, that will work.
From Nicki, which will be all good because she's the come up girl, and these are the people that were here before you. So I didn't see nothing wrong with that. Just that after a while, a couple of years, Remy being in her big, you can see her like making little indirect shots and shit, making it seem like bitches is dead. I'm the new, like, you know what I mean? Like just taking little digs and shots. And Remy's in jail, so she really can't respond and do nothing to defend herself. But she knew while she was locked up, she saw what was going on from the inside. Papoose is her husband. He was bringing her to shit, and she was seeing, they get certain privileges and see certain things while they locked up. And I know she saw it from afar. This shit was heat for me. I just seen this shit heating up from a long time ago, man. It was the biting shit. It was the little comments they was able. Somebody would ask her about Remy.
I want to touch on something that you mentioned when you talked about how Nicki was kind of the way that you described it to me. Kind of thought of someone in their 20s where you're kind of trying to figure out who you are and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. That's what it seemed like that Nicki was doing, trying to find her style, trying to find the style that would work for her and get her to where she wants to be. To me, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, on the flip side, the thing that I think that she did wrong or that she could have did better is what Cardi B did with Bodak Yellow. How she stated, I basically took that flow from Kodak Black. I heard his flow on a song that he did a while ago. I liked it. I felt like it would work for this beat. I liked his style. Basically saying, yo, I took your style, but I'm giving you the credit because you deserve it.
Yeah, she didn't do that though.
And that's what I'm saying. I think the Nicki Remy thing could have been prevented if Nicki was like, yeah, I improved on your style from me. I took some of your style, which everybody does. If you're successful, that's what you should be doing. Right. You take things that you see from other successful people. But yeah, exactly. Right. That's the thing. You got to give that credit back and say, yeah, I did get this from her. And then I think people are more likely to respect you and accept it because at the end of the day, to me, what the whole Nicki Remy beef boils down to is, which most beefs boil down to, is just respect. And Remy saying, give me the respect that I deserve because you stole my style. You don't steal something unless you want it or that is valuable. So you stole my style, meaning that it's valuable. I just want you to let the people know that it is that valuable that you took it. That's it. Like, to me. And I think it could have been prevented. Do you think that Remy took the right approach by throwing as many shots as she has since her release?
Nah, I mean, I think it's like a pit bull, right? And they see a piece of steak over there, they want to stab, it's all bloody and all that. And people are calming the pit bull down after eat the steak. But the steak is just sitting there, and the dog is just showing obedience from people telling them not to go do it. And I think, and they was like, fucking let it off the leash. I think that's what happened, man. You know what I mean? Because she was waiting to get at her. She was tired of the indirect shots. She was tired of the, because Remy's been dealing with this shit for a long time, man. And, I don't want people to get the misconception that, Remy's that chick that just wants to go at chicks. Because since she was out,
she's super empowering.
She was trying to link up with chicks, you know what I mean? Because it's different with the females, man, it's different. You know what I mean? There's a million guys, man. If some beef blew up, fuck it, whatever, go to battle and all that. But it just have never been enough females in the game to every time someone comes out, 2 or 3 female artists at a time, that somebody they have to go to beef. It's whack. You know what I mean? It's not enough for them. There should be some unity with that shit.
Yeah.
But we all know the competition level, it's a little higher than normal when it comes to like MCing. Because they got to prove that they can rap as much as dudes can, or even better, and they gotta go against the other chick because they're gonna go at them. So it's a little different from a female perspective when it comes to this MC thing. I remember Remy, when she came out, she was trying to get with Kim. Now, her and Kim is real cool now. Mm-hmm. And she was trying to get with Foxy and shit. Her and Foxy had a falling out. And that's before Foxy made that little diss record recently going at her around that Nicki thing. And she was trying to be cool with people, trying to set up meetings and tracks to be done, and this chick was acting catty and all that, and that's I've been hearing a lot about that about Foxy Brown. That's why she got her ass whooped down in Florida by Jackie O back in the day.
Jackie O. People be sleeping on Jackie O. I do too. I like Foxy too. Huh? I agree with you that is a bigger issue in female MCing is that, like you said, there is so little of you. So anytime you start beefing and you start tearing each other down, you're making that pool of y'all even smaller. And I definitely do agree with you in the fact that Remy is one of the artists that when she got out that she was trying to be that kind of unifier. Yeah. And we saw that evidence with the Nicki
camp.
We even saw that evidence with that, I think it was the BT. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember, but the award show where Queen Latifah, I think MC Light, so many female artists of the past and present were there together showing unity of female MCs. And to me, it was really notable.
That was the VH1 joint, the VH1 honors.
Yeah.
They were honoring Little Kim, they were honoring Salt and Pepper, and they were honoring Missy Elliott. Mm-hmm. And Remy came out and, she showed her love to them.
Yeah.
And again, Foxy and Nicki were salty about that shit because they wasn't invited. I don't know why they wasn't. I don't know why Foxy wasn't invited.
Well, I heard that Nicki was invited. She declined.
Oh yeah, she got on her diva shit.
Now again, don't quote me on that though. I haven't fact checked that, but that's what I heard is that Nicki was invited, but she declined. What's put in the media and what's put it in public perception is that Remy is very women unifier, women empowerment, which is needed. And then Queen Latifah said the same thing. I saw an interview with her where she was saying basically they were trying to get her to, pick between Remy and Nicki. And she's like, man, I love them all. At the end of the day, there's not enough of us here anyways. So we should be bigging each other up. And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with trying to be the best and trying to be the best lyricist and all that. It's competition. We get that. But you can still have competition and still not want to bring the people in your group down. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference. So I do think that was something that was a benefit to this beef is the idea of trying to get women to be more unifying in hip hop and big each other up.
Right. Yeah. That's what they should do, man. Like I said, I don't even think we can with two hands name relevant like female artists that's out here doing their thing right now. I think it's 7 at the most right now that's out here doing their thing.
To be honest, it's really only Nicki that's leading. If you asked 10 random people, name one female MC that's in the game right now, 9 out of those 10 people are going to say Nicki. And I'm saying if you just took a poll, like you just walked on the street, you didn't say, are you a hip hop fan or not? Are you
the industry? Yeah.
Exactly. So as we've said before, there's so many other dope female artists in the game that aren't given the love, like Rhapsody, Ciroc, No Name,
Rhapsody,
Jean Grey. So there's so many, but they're not getting the love. So that's why it is important that they stop tearing each other down. Because to be honest, think about a track with Nicki, Rhapsody, and Remy.
Right.
That track would be sick. Or Nicki, or Remy, Rhapsody, and Young Ma, or Young M.A. My bad.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, let's not forget about Young Ma.
Yeah.
Definitely one of those.
That's low. That's what I'm saying. There's so many out there. It's just the fact is that they're not on the forefront. They're not in that bubble that keeps them relevant outside of the deep hip hop community. So that's something that they have to fix. And I think a solution for that would be Nicki and Remy ending the beef and they start working with these other female MCs, bring Queen Latifah back, say, hey, hop on this track, me, you, and Nicki. Then have Rhapsody, have Young Ma, have MC Lightfoot. You know what I'm saying? Just have all of those different people get in there to really showcase what we're saying. Y'all are out there. We just need to get the spotlight on y'all. Cause that's what I think it is.
Get it popping.
Yeah.
But see, another problem with that is that, the industry as a whole and even the fans and the supporters, man, I think they'd like to see that these chicks beefing. You know what I mean? Me, I'm like, well, Fat Joe don't like that shit. He was saying it right there in the interview. He wasn't feeling the shit, but your sister riding, he got to ride with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the industry would like to, they like to see that, so they're so used to that shit. You know what I mean? Me, I'm still hoping that Little Kim and Foxy, all these years later, I'm still hoping that Little Kim and Foxy Brown would end the beef and give us the record that we all wanted. You know what I mean? We've been waiting for that shit for 20 years. You know what I mean? Literally.
Yeah, that would be
dope.
What
I mean? So it's, I think they're both, I don't know if they're past their prime. I mean, Kim is still making noise, but like now it's like, let's make it happen at least for now. You know what I mean? The industry wants that. I think people get fueled off the female fighting thing when it comes to MCing and shit. And it's kind of corny. But then things happen here and there. For the males and all that. For the males
is the fact that there's so many of us that if y'all have a beef, if let's say Drake and Meek have a beef like they did, and let's say as a result of that beef, neither of them are popular, Drake or Meek. We still got Jay, we still got Nas, we still got Kendrick, we still got J. Cole, we still got Joey, we still got Logic, we still got Mick Jenkins, we still got exactly. We got millions where they can come up in and replace them, and hip hop necessarily doesn't really miss a beat. But if you lose these female, from being in that field, like, That's a devastation loss. I just think they need to
is,
rethink about, and everybody's saying they're doing it for the culture. Like, if you're really doing it for the culture, you rethink about how it's affecting the culture. And the beef that y'all have is affecting the culture.
It's not a problem for them to get together, because you've seen Remy do it twice. And then Down used to do the VH1 shit. But I don't know if y'all checked out our Hot 97 Summer Jam concert we had out here. She did the same shit. You know, Hot 97 does a Summer Jam thing, and she was on the bill to come out, and she brought out everybody that could possibly come out that was around. You know, MC Light, I think Yo-Yo was there, mad chicks. They all came on the stage with Remy. And then after that, yeah, she went into the Sheetha song, but they showed the unity first. Like, look, let me show y'all though that I'm paying homage to these people. I think she brought Kim out too.
Yeah,
they all came. Carly B was there, everybody. But there was a few that couldn't come because it wasn't that they didn't want to come.
Just scheduling differences.
They had prior things they was obligated to do, and she showed everybody, like, let me show y'all first that hold on, you know, I got unity here. I pay homage and I'm about women empowerment, but now I gotta go in here and handle what I gotta handle. And after that, she had to go into the Sheetha track. You know what I mean? So it's there. I just think that, like you said, with the taking it too far thing, I think some of the words that they both use, well, I mean, that could even be fixed because Hov and Nas did it as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, Nicki's referencing things about her son and how she going to shoot somebody and go to jail and leave her kid out here with no mom, and you know what I mean? Like, that was the shit that kind of like probably would take it to a no, that it can't be fixed, because now niggas is talking about me, my situation with me having to go to jail and my kid being out here with no mom type shit, making it look like I'm some unfit mother type shit. You know what I mean? Maybe it's unfixable now because niggas took it too far. You know what I mean?
With that, we got to kind of wait and see with time if it's fixable or unfixable. But what I will ask you is, who do you think won that battle? Who would be the victor of this battle?
Lyrically, Remy won.
Yeah.
Lyrically.
I agree.
Lyrically, Remy won. You know what I'm saying? Like, lyrically, she won. She was aggressive. She went hard.
She picked the right beat.
I mean? It was a battle. She kept it at battle. That's another thing. Motherfuckers is like, Nicki was smart by responding on a single track that she had out for release on like a song. She did it smart. But this is the nature of battle. Like that was kind of like that was whack to do that. You were supposed to come out with a track by yourself.
That's what I was gonna say.
Don't go get Drake and Lil Wayne and do some little Young Money collabo track and responding on that shit. Could have easily went and got Pat Poose and fucking. She could have went and got Fat Joe. She just could have got her husband. It would have been a rap.
Yeah.
If her and Pat Poose just jumped on the track and just went off, didn't do that. You got a beat that wasn't hers, a battle beat that was a victory battle beat, which was Ether, and sent it to Sheetha, and went straight to her head by herself. Nicki went and got Wayne and Drake and did a fucking, I forgot the name of the track, but they went and did.
I think it's No Frauds.
Young Money. Oh yeah, okay, it's No Fraud.
The thing I want to add to that, not only was it the fact that she got Drake and Lil Wayne to jump on the track, and it was a studio track. Also, the other thing that to me made it even worse or more egregious is the fact that she took so fucking long. Yeah, she took a long ass time. Like, you can't take that long for no battle, bro. Like, that would be the equivalent of boxers. You go in the first round, get knocked out basically, and then you go, okay, I'll come back next month and we'll continue round 2. No, you got to get round 2 then. Yeah, you got to get round 2 right then. Like, you can't go home, train for round 2, come back the next week.
Yeah, can't do that. It's just a battle, and she can't. She ripped her fucking head off, man. And then if you take too long on the shit, if somebody comes at you that hard and you don't respond, and niggas are saying shit like in the casket, dead, and you don't respond. To the industry, you're dead. Yeah. He put you in a fucking casket. She threw you in they went to the burial site. They did shit with the mechanics where they lowered the casket in and the pallbearers and shit came with shovels. They put you in the ground. You know what I mean? That situation seemed like Lil Wayne and Drake ran to the grave site with shovels and a bulldozer and fucking dug ass up out of the casket. All right, come on, let's go. You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't handled right. She took that L. She ain't gonna admit it, but she took that L. She gonna say she took the L. She took that,
yeah.
She has all the street, but she took the fucking L.
She took the L, but she recovered quickly because of her fame. She took that L, but she recovered quickly.
Yeah, she's at an all-time high. Yeah. You know, and that's another thing, and that's why the industry with these cats that come out, and I'm not hating. I don't want to sound like a hater at all, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a great opportunity for new cats. But these cats come in the game now, and they make one album, and they shoot to the fucking moon. These guys got endorsements and products lined up and all types of fucking shit, and they feel like they're Jay-Z level at their second album. You know what I mean? So like they're equivalent to Nas and Jay-Z and shit, because they got all these opportunities as soon as they come through the door. So motherfuckers feel like they don't gotta respond to people coming at them. They don't gotta show up at award shows. They got one platinum album, gold album. They don't gotta do shit no more. They're on top tier, like after one album. And it's because the way the industry got it set up, where these people get all these endorsement deals and fucking merchandising and perfumes and colognes and clothing lines.
To be real,
what you sign on paper now.
Yeah, but to be real, the only reason why those artists are getting those deals now is because of people like Jay-Z and Nas. And you know what I'm saying? They're saying, we've took hip hop from where it was. We built on the shoulders of the legends prior to us, and we built it better than what it was. Now it's the turn for the new artists to do the same thing for them. But the way that they're navigating and moving through the industry doesn't seem like that. It seems more of entitlement than actually being grateful for being in the position that they are. You're fortunate. If they came out 20 years ago, they would not definitely be getting these deals off of the quality of music that they're putting out. And I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying in general, they wouldn't be getting these deals.
To the forefront.
Exactly. Right. They just wouldn't be getting these deals. And I'm all power to them, but at the same time, the fact that Spider-Man, with great privilege comes with great responsibility. Like, y'all been in, y'all gotta
hold it down.
Exactly. So y'all got this power, this privilege as a result of others before y'all, but y'all gotta then have the responsibility to keep moving it forward. Again, bringing it back to what I was saying before. If you're saying you're doing it for the culture, then progress the culture.
And then they don't respond to cultural, tradition. You know what I mean? Like, somebody call you out on the track, or y'all going at it. You gotta show up.
Yeah.
You can't be like doing it for the culture, but I'm too good to do certain shit that's part of the culture tradition. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't move like that. And a lot of these cats is doing that shit, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it's gonna be competition. This is hip hop, man. This shit was built off competition. Cats is on the street battling each other on the fucking sidewalk. You know what I mean?
That's
true. From that. You know what I'm saying? MCing right here. You know what I mean? This is part of the hip hop culture. It's one element. That's a very strong element in the hip hop culture. Can't be on no type of shit like that, man. But, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Nicki took the L on the MC level. You know what I mean? As far as the artist and all that is concerned, she's still on top. She's doing her things. Fucking selling out arenas all across the world and shit.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
She's killing it. You know what I mean? Fashion, all that shit. Doing her thing with that. But took an L for that MC thing, man. You know what I mean? And that's very important to be out here calling yourself an MC. You know what I mean? You took that L. You know what I'm saying? Now you bounce back, bounce back. Nick, he ain't stopping. You skip one beat back. I get it, you know what I mean? But the way niggas responding is, Nick ain't taking no fucking time. He went right in. He ain't sit back much and shit, and not responding and all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nicki did, and by her doing that, it hurt her. And then the response that she chose to do was whack. Can't come back like that. You got two dudes on the track with you, the team, and going at it with your verse, making the fucking single off your next project. And,
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
to me, that was the equivalent of if take out beef. If this was like, let's say in high school, if it was in high school, Remy walked up to Nicki, punched her in her face, and beat her ass. Nicki tried to fight back, lost that fight, and instead of saying, you know what, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, and we gonna put these hands up and do it again, she said, nah, I'm gonna go get my partners and we gonna jump your ass.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So that's the way I took it. Yeah, Nicki did take that loss lyrically, but she'll be fine artistically. As we said, Remy killed the beef. Keep doing your thing, Remy. Keep doing your thing too, Nicki. Like I said, I have no horse in this fight.
I got respect and love for both of them, man. Like,
yeah, do your thing. Get your money.
Certain shit. And yeah, I like Nicki from what she took the MC. I mean, I don't think we've seen since, I guess we've been fans of this game, a female that took it to the heights she took it to. You know what I mean? As far as like artists.
I say the closest parallel would be Queen Latifah, and I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, but that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like she went feet running off the, she landed with her feet running.
Yeah, no, I definitely, I agree.
Latifah did her thing, then movies, then,
Latifah is more transcendent in other areas, but I definitely agree with you, as in Nicki took her artistry and further than any other female artist that I can think of.
Right.
In hip hop. Yeah. Now, does that include?
That's why you're the first one to pay homage.
Exactly.
That's the problem. That's the problem that everybody has. That's the fucking problem right there. You know what I mean? Nobody's mad at her success. Everybody's rooting for her. She's doing her things, she's doing her fucking things. Came in, but never seen her go back and pay homage. She didn't even want to do it for Kim. I mean, the reason with that situation started with her being on the track with Kim. Birdman went and got Little Kim, and they did a track. They were supposed to do a deal with her, and she did a song. They didn't like that. Little Kim was shining a little bit more over Nicki. They didn't like it. Nicki begged for them to take her off the track. And, this is Kim. These are people that you're supposed to take paying homage to. She's the original Barbie doll. That whole concept shit. She brought that to the table.
Yeah.
You jacked her for a fucking photo when you crouched over. That niggas was getting killed. Remember that photo Lil Kim had on the album cover?
Yeah.
Niggas was dying in Rikers Island for that photo, man.
Yeah.
I heard stories. Real shit. Niggas was getting killed over that fucking photo, over that pose. And then she wouldn't get the pose like Kim,
Yep.
And then you don't want to pay homage to Kim. At least Kim. All right, maybe you wasn't feeling the way the approach to Queen Latifah was taking. She's the queen of the shit. You know what I mean? MC Light, then, you know what I'm saying?
Lady of Rage, MC Light, Queen Latifah.
Roxanne Shante.
Yep, Shante. I forgot about Shante, bro.
She's one of the originals, man. You know what I'm saying? We've never seen, the only person we've seen her give her acknowledgement to was Foxy Brown. Both because they're both from the islands and all that, and she's Brooklyn Queens, that's the thing in New York City, BQE, Brooklyn Queens.
Yeah.
West
Indians.
Yeah. She didn't pay up respect to all the other ones, because if it wasn't for them, and especially Little Kim, she wouldn't be where she was at today. And she couldn't even fix that situation. I had a little caddy part in the beginning, fix that shit, pay homage, and move forward. You know what I mean? She didn't even do that shit. So that's the problem that everybody's having with her, is that she don't want to fucking come down the mountain and fucking, I got here for them. Let's all go back up together and show the shit that we all built, and me being the one that's carrying the torch now. You know what I mean? I know all these other females, they bigging her up, the OGs, they bigging her up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But she doesn't do that. We haven't seen her do that at all. You know what I mean? Foxy Brown, I think she gave Lauren Hill acknowledgement one time. But all the rest of these people owe homage to.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I mean? I know I sound like a hater, but definitely not. But that's just the way it goes, man. Kendrick, J. Cole, all these cats that's doing it big now, they all pay homage to Nas, Hov, Jay, Pac, all of them. They pay their homage. They fucking all the way up at the top.
Yeah.
You gotta do that shit, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, I definitely agree. I want to move on to our last beef, which touches on the theme of this, of beef transcending death. And the last beef that we're going to talk about is Prodigy and what was going on with the mural, because that is the reason why the mural was being defaced, is because of beef.
Yeah, that's something that's a little deeper than what people think it is, man. You got to understand that, Prodigy is not from Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? He is from Queensbridge because he repped it, but he's really from Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Had it linked up when it was in the art school in Manhattan.
Shout out to North Babylon, Long Island, because that's where my family's from. So I just want to give a quick shout out.
Shout out to them. Word up. All right. Shout out to your fam out in Long Island, man. Yeah. So what I was saying was he basically came through with Havoc, Queensbridge, after they met in high school, and they linked up. They both was in the music. They was doing their thing, both from different hoods and shit. And then Prodigy came through. They brought him in. Havoc came through. Everybody embraced him over there. But then his lyrical ability and the things that he was doing, kind of he was doing his thing. Came with Havoc. They blew up. They did the Mobb Deep thing. They clicked up and made a crew out there with Infamous Mob with other cats from 41st and 12th Street in Queensbridge. And it was popping. Now, it was some jealousy probably brewing from back then, being that Prodigy wasn't from Queensbridge. He came through and he's repping it so hard. He's doing these big things, and cats started hating. You know what I mean? That's everywhere though. You know what I mean? Especially out here. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? Cats ain't from that, and then they coming through now. You up there throwing block parties for the whole block. Things happen. You know what I mean? But with that, the book is the real problem. You know what I mean?
So that's where it all boils down to is the book is the catalyst for the beef.
Down to the book.
Okay.
The book, all this shit boils down to the book, the beef thing. He wrote a book, which is one of the best, autobiography books that I've read. You know what I mean? One of the best. I've read a bunch of them, and this one was like, yo, this shit was real. It was dope. And in that book, man, there was a situation. Cause I don't even need to talk about one of the other situations. It is what it is with that. You know, y'all know about the Capone and Noriega situation with, Capone being snitched on Havoc's brother. He took the stand. I think he did that to lie or something so he wouldn't so they can throw the case out. However way you want to cut the cake, Capone and Noriega got on the stand. Havoc's brother was, he had a charge. I think it was for attempted murder or murder. Capone was one of the people to come out on the stand and point him out.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And Prodigy put that in the book. I'm not going to front. When I read that shit blew my fucking mind. I had to start reading the book and think for about 15, 20 minutes. Like, holy shit. That was one of them fucking bomb blowers in the book. Like, that shit fucked me all the way up when I heard that. You know, cause I'm a big fan of Capone and Noriega as well. And when I heard that shit, I'm like, what the fuck? What? Get the fuck out of here. Nah, that's crazy. That's one of them shit that we put the book down. So that was a problem in the book. You know what I mean? I think the situations got handled with that situation. I think, of course, I fuck with Nori, but Nori likes he's been ever since that book came out, he's been taking little shots. He got love for P. We all know that.
But there's still a little grudge in there.
Situation, yeah. And then, Nori, he put in the book that Nori got beat up or some shit. They had some beef because, Havoc I don't know if you know who Tragedy Gaddafi is, from Queensbridge too. The intelligent hoodlum. He the one who got, Capone and Noriega started and giving their names and got them popping in the industry and all that shit. Because he was one of the youngest members down with the Juice Crew. So he got them popping. So I think it was a situation where he might have been fucking with one of Havoc's girls or some shit like that.
Damn.
And Havoc went to go approach him in Queensbridge. And Nori being a hot-headed thug nigga from Left Rack City, when he came to the door, he started busting his gun off. You know what I mean? The gun bounced off the wall and hit Ty Nitty in the arm, which is one of the infamous mob members. And then I think a promoter later on that week or the week after or some shit didn't know about what was going on with Capone, Noriega, and Mobb Deep, and he booked the show with Capone and Noriega and Mobb Deep on the same bill, and it's beef. P put in the book that shit. They didn't give a fuck about doing the show. They just wanted to go there to finish that beef, because, and they got there and then, shit popped off. They beat the shit out of Noriega. He started shooting at them again, and it was just a big thing. But they have a weird relationship because all that shit was pieced, and they kind of like made wreckage and shit after that, and, it was some shit that went off because somebody got shot. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And now they want blood, and I guess
that's real beef.
They was both getting money, and they was in the industry. I guess they was able to beat. If they was just regular street dudes at the time, and that artist, this shit, somebody would have probably got killed behind that situation. That was some serious shit. Motherfuckers getting shot, jumped, and all that. But being that they both was artists and they both from Queens, I guess they was able to mend that at the time. But Prodigy kind of reopened up all this shit in his book. The book was about his life, so he brung that up. And as far as the mural getting destroyed, the situation that probably made that happen was back when I think Murder Music was out at the time, third album.
Great album.
Everybody, there was a third album because, Juvenile Hell, to most people that's Mobb Deep fans don't really consider that their first album. Consider it, the infamous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Juvenile Hell was when it was mad young, 14, 13, some shit like that. They had an album that hit it from the back single. I wasn't a Mobb Deep fan then. I probably was an Onyx fan. I didn't even know about that album at the time.
Yeah.
I knew about Infamous when that shit first came out. But they had Murder Music out or something, and they was doing the Tunnel. It was a big club out here called the Tunnel. Real grimy ass New York City club. Niggas was getting robbed, stabbed, chicks was getting smacked in fucking bathrooms, and all. It was crazy. It was a crazy club. You know what I mean? The Tunnel. In the Tunnel days, Mobb Deep was doing a show, and it's this guy from Queensbridge named. He just came home from jail. He went to Prodigy, talking to Prodigy. He didn't really know. I was Havoc really knew the nigga because, he probably met him a few times when he got locked up, but he didn't really know him. But he came home. He was showing love to everybody in Queensbridge. He gave him and his mans and them like 13, 14 passes to the club that night to get in for free.
Showing love.
So yeah, he showed love. He gave him basically the whole fucking block. Yo, y'all come down, but y'all gotta be there at 11 o'clock. You have to be there at 11 o'clock. He told these cats. So now they at the club that night. These cats decide they want to roll up at the club fucking 1 o'clock in the morning and shit. You know what I mean? 15, 20 deep. And they didn't get let in the club. P was out there trying to talk to the bouncers to get these cats in. They didn't get in. So now after the club is over, they do their show. They do everything. I think Prodigy went around a corner, and then he approached them, and he had some cats in the car with him and shit. And they was like, yo, these cats mad. One of the other dudes, I forget the dude's name. One of the other dudes he was with was probably his homie at the time. Said that his car got towed. It was lying. He was setting them up. Oh, yo, he mad. He wants some money from you because his car got towed. Blah 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 blah. So the dude they was talking about got the car. Finally, he was like, "Nah, Pete, them niggas just mad because they couldn't get in the club. They mad because they couldn't get in." So now this cat named from Queensbridge that snuck up behind Prodigy and punched him in the back of the head or punched him in his temple or some shit. He fell on the ground and they took his chain off his neck. So he got set up. So Prodigy put all this shit in the book and supposed to be this big nigga from Queensbridge that got mad respect. I only know him from I don't know the dude. I'm not from Queensbridge. But from what I understand, this guy's supposed to have this big homie, kind of status in Queensbridge.
Oh, he got pulled.
Homie, him and Prodigy had beef over the chain situation. Now, he did get his chain back, but they set his ass up. But the way people are talking about this situation, the big homie from jail sent the word out to destroy the mural, that it was that sent the word out to the streets to destroy the mural.
Yeah, because just a little bit inside the Stay Woke podcast episode, the way that this kind of episode started was I heard Nori say the big homie is the reason why the mural, and he was being very vague. I think it was on the Breakfast Club or Hot 97. I don't remember which one. Oh, it was the Breakfast Club. And basically, it seemed like they were saying to him like, so you can't, you Nori, you can't put in a word to like let this be. And he's basically like, it's out of my hands. It's out of my control. The big homie got clout, and there's nothing I can say to stop it. And so it is what it is. They just got to accept it.
Right. Well, nobody can anyway because he ain't from Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? So there was nothing that he could do about it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even think nobody can do nothing about it. I mean, a lot of these cats that was close to P from Queensbridge, some of them don't even live there no more. Some people that do live there.
To me, to kind of to wrap all this up is the way I interpret it is there's certain things that should not be carried on past somebody's death. Little beefs that you had, at the end of the day, Prodigy can't change the issue that you have with him. Like, that with the big homie, that's not going to change. One, he's dead. Two, does that one thing he did negate all of the other things that he did for Queensbridge, for the community, for just his fans? Like, so to me, like, let's really think about this. Does all that outweigh all the positive things that he did? If it doesn't, then you got to put that shit aside and keep it moving.
That's the same thing Havoc said. Havoc had a recent interview with Vlad TV, and he was like, whatever they mad at P about, it didn't stack up to what they did with the mural.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
shit is crazy, man, and every hood, man, it's somebody's mural up of someone that did some real fucked up slimy shit in the streets. They got a mural up of a dude that he's in the block, he died, he got killed, he just died. They got his mural up. That same cat probably killed one of their best friends over some money, smashed one of their homies' wives, robbed their fucking family members, and did all types of slimy, grimy shit. But being they got a little bit of street cred and they from the block, they got a mural up and it doesn't get destroyed. They probably did some real fucked up shit in the streets, but they still got the mural up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They probably did some real dishonorable shit, and I know it. I know a fact. In certain hoods that I have history in, that is cats up, pictures up on blocks, on murals up on blocks, and he did some fucked up foul shit to people. You know what I mean? P wrote some shit in a book. Now niggas is that mad that he can't have a fucking mural up in Queensbridge. Like, all the shit he did for motherfuckers out there. You know what I mean? Like, he did a lot of shit. He shot movies out there, fucking ran basketball games, back to school shit, opened up stores, all types of shit. And fed Queensbridge to the fullest. He wasn't even from Queensbridge. He had that light popping at the time when nobody else was really popping except Nas from Queensbridge. He was helping holding that fucking fire up for Queensbridge. and these niggas return that over some book shit, over some shit that he got fucked over in a situation in. You know what I mean? It ain't like, yo, you just gonna sit there and, I beat this nigga up and I robbed this motherfucker and I fucked this guy up and I'm gonna put it in a book to discredit his credibility. He put in a book to some motherfuckers that sneaked him over and did some foul, grimy shit to him, and it's about his life. He wrote in a book, and these motherfuckers is mad at that.
Yeah.
Like, you motherfuckers did some grimy shit.
Yeah, that's just ass backwards.
And it ain't even like in a book like that he wasn't showing shit about himself that make niggas look at him like, I mean, this is PB talking about. This guy, the most infamous. He's murdering his real street lyrics. He has shit in that book that he probably shouldn't have shared about himself. Vulnerable moments, him crying over after he got robbed. Man, he said that he was with his chick, his wife, and he was so embarrassed that he cried over that situation. He was hurt. Niggas ain't putting that in books, especially hip hop rap street cats. They ain't fucking writing shit in books about them crying over shit. And they wives cheating on them, and they crying and pain and all this shit that's showing weak moments. He put all in that book, man, about his life. He didn't hold nothing back, man. I read the book. I got the book right upstairs in my crib right now. Official autograph stamp from P. And I met him in the flesh and talked to him about the book. You know what I mean? So it's like, these cats is out here bugging over that mural shit. You know what I mean? And the fucking blessing thing that happened about the situation is that they fucked that one up, and now all over the world, including over there in LA, it's like 3 in LA right now. A P. Murals.
Yeah, they're taking a negative and making it a positive, and saying, you might destroy this one, but we gonna put some more up in other places where you don't have a reach, big homie.
What I want to say about one more thing about P's mural, man, about the shit that I was saying. Look, it's public information because some of these cats might look at this shit like, this nigga up here saying names and all that. This shit is all in a book, man. Y'all want to know the answer to who destroyed P's shit? Y'all listen to these interviews, some big homies from jail, and all in his book. There's no mystery. It wasn't the Illuminati. These motherfuckers out here talking about the Illuminati fucking destroyed P's mural and all this shit. Nah, it was niggas from Queensbridge that he had beef with. Read P's book. The dude is a legend. He shouldn't have got destroyed. And for cats that's really beefing out here with this hip hop shit, go about it the right way. Don't fucking hide from tracks and all that. We all want nobody beefing, but this is hip hop. This is competitive sport, and there's gonna be beef. But if you're gonna have beef, go in. Don't fucking try to act industry and hide for 3 months, then come out with respect and shit. Step to the plate, just like about the culture. That's part of the culture. If you're an MC, somebody call you out in the battle. You gotta strap your boots up and step up to the wall. Guns blazing. And that's that. You know what I mean?
That's real. I will end it with this. With these rap beefs, let's keep it to rap. We don't need nobody dying over no lyrics. Some people live in the world with this perspective, and this is from Tupac's Against All Odds from the Don Illuminati, the 7-Day Theory that was released in 1996. And Tupac said, on that track, all out warfare, eye for an eye. Now you gotta watch your back. Now you watch your front. So believe me, we enemies. I go against all odds. Just make sure the people that you're having these battles and these beefs with aren't with that mentality of that they think that it's a literal warfare, not a lyrical warfare. So let's keep these beefs lyrical. And thank you to Trav for another great discussion, man. You dropping gems, really giving us some detailed information about what's going on the East Coast. So I definitely appreciate that. And we gotta have you back on for some more. And so everybody out there, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about what Trav was saying, what I was saying, what beefs you think we should talk about. We definitely would appreciate anybody out there to give us a 5-star review on iTunes. You don't realize how much that helps. But again,
please, man. Subscribe, show love. You know what I mean? Show love, repost, Instagram, Twitter, all that, man. Got the YouTube page is up too.
That's right.
Click and subscribe to that. You know what I mean? Hit us up, hit the YouTube, click that subscribe button, and subscribe definitely in iTunes, man.
Yeah.
Spread the word. It's dope. We're gonna do more of these. We got a million more things to talk about. Hip hop things, East to West Coast. And if y'all got any suggestions, something that y'all want us to cover, leave it in the comments, man. Holla.
Let's get out of here. So I want to say again, thank you to everybody, and we'll definitely see you guys next week. You know, we always release on Fridays, and we're going to probably be posting some episodes up on Wednesdays because we're getting a lot of new content. So we might have to do 2 days now, putting up new episodes. So we'll end it with our motto that we always leave with is live, listen to some great music, and above all, love more. And we out.
Word. Peace and love.